It all started with a barber shop. It wasn't flashy or modern, just a rundown shop tucked into the corner of a forgotten street. The faded sign above the door read, "Ninja's Fades," and the inside smelled faintly of gooning and regret. Nobody knew much about Ninja. He was quiet, always wearing a pristine white apron, his eyes emotionless. But his fades? Legendary. The buzz began with a few Instagram posts. Clean lines, flawless fades. Men from all over town flocked to Ninjas for the perfect low taper fade. Every head he touched looked sharper than the last. It became an obsession. Guys who never cared much about their hair were suddenly scheduling weekly appointments. Some even skipped work or dates just to sit in his chair. At first, no one noticed the side effects. A few clients started complaining of itching down their necks a day or two after their cuts. Nothing major, just a mild irritation. They chalked it up to cheap aftershave or razor burn. But then the itching turned to burning, and the burning turned to something else. One by one, clients began disappearing. Social media accounts went silent. Phone calls went unanswered. Those who did resurface looked hollow with sunken eyes and sickly pale skin. Their fades were still sharp but had unnaturally turned blue, and their hair seemed to grow slower, the scalp underneath taking on an odd grayish hue. Rumors spread that Ninja's clippers weren't normal. Some claimed they glowed faintly under the buzzing fluorescent lights. Others swore they'd seen veins running through the cords, pulsing as if alive. One man said he heard whispering coming from the tools while he sat in the chair, a voice asking him, "You know what else is massive?" The turning point came when Jared, a popular local influencer, streamed his haircut live. "Y'all know I had to come to Elliott's for the crispiest low taper fade," he said, grinning into the camera. Thousands watched as Elliott worked, silent as ever, moving his clippers with mechanical precision. Jared's head lolled slightly as if he were falling asleep. The comments joked about how relaxed he looked. But then Jared's smile vanished. His eyes grew wide and his lips trembled as if he wanted to scream but couldn't. Elliott's clippers buzzed louder, the sound deeper, almost guttural. A trickle of blood ran down Jared's neck, unnoticed by the barber. The stream suddenly cut off. Jared was never seen again. The next morning, a new sign appeared in the barbershop window. "Closed for renovations." But those who peeked through the dusty glass claimed they saw movement inside, shadows too tall and too thin to be Elliott's. No one dared enter the shop after that, but the low taper fade disease kept spreading. Victims were easy to spot.